Hello everyone, welcome back to Hands On Study Hub. In today's video, we will perform the 16-bit addition of data stored in registers using the 8051 microcontroller. I will explain the logic and execute it step by step in Keil Microvision 5. The 8051 microcontroller is an 8-bit processor, meaning it can handle 8-bit data at a time. To perform the 16-bit addition, we need to break the operation into two 8-bit additions, add the LSB numbers and then add the MSB numbers along with carry from the LSB. Okay, for better understanding, if the question is given like this means perform a 16-bit addition between 4321H and 8765H. Okay, if the question is framed like this means you need to perform the 8-bit addition first, like you need to add the numbers of LSB 1, 2 and 5, 6 are LSB numbers, 7, 8 and 3, 4 are MSB numbers. According to our previous discussion, 1, 2 are 1, 2, 5, 6 need to get added and then you need to store the result in some register. And then next, you need to add the MSB numbers. Here MSB numbers are 7, 8 and 3, 4. Again, after performing MSB addition, you need to store the result in some register. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here I consider the 4 registers. After performing the LSB operation, the result will be stored in R4. After performing the MSB operation, the result will be stored in R5. Here 2165 LSB operation after 4387 are MSB operation. After performing the 2165 LSB operation, the result is 86. After performing the 4387 MSB operation, the result is CA. Or else, if they in question, if they asked only perform the 16-bit addition means without considering the LSB MSB, you can perform the normal 16-bit addition by breaking them into two 8-bit parts. Okay. Here we can add the directly R0, R1 and R2, R3 and store the result in R4, R5. Okay. For that, let's get into the program. Here 21H is stored in R0, 43 in R1, 64 in R2, 87 in R3. So initially we need to perform the LSB operation. Here 2165 are LSB numbers and 4387 are MSB numbers. So you need to load the 21H into accumulator and then you need to add the R0 to R1 and store the result in R4. And then next you need to perform the MSB operation. For that, load the 43 into R1 and then add the R1 into R3 and then load the data into R5 register. Okay, so this is the one type of program. And next program is then consider the 4 registers and 21436587 LSB MSB data. Here you can add the R0 content with R1 and R2 content with R3, okay, as you wish, and then you need to store the result in registers. Okay, so this is the process. As we all know, A, B, C, D, E, F are hexa values for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is the answer for program 1 and this is the registers values for program 2. Okay, for program 2, perform the program 2 and post your answers in comment section. So I will start executing the program 1 step by step in Keil Microvision 5. For that, go for my Keil Microvision 5 and then go click on proceed and new Microvision proceed. Let's give your name as 16-bit add, means 16-bit addition by using registers. Okay, save it in somewhere and then save and try to select microcontroller device which is 8089C51 microcontroller and select it and then click on OK. Next, no, and you need to write the program, right? For that, select file and click on new. Now start writing the program. Initially we need to load the numbers, right? Input data, which is r0 comma hash 12h, right, to 1h, and then I will copy it as same. Next, just modify it r1, r2 and r3, 1 2 4 3, 1 2 4 3. Next, which is 6 5, and then next it is 8 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, done. Next you need to move the data, right? Okay, move a comma r0, and then you need to add r0 with r2, right? For that, add a comma r2. Next, again you need to load the data MSB, right? For that, move r4 comma r2, and then here r0 r2 is completed. Now we need to load the data. For accumulator, move a comma r1. Okay, and then you need to add r3 with a comma r3. Okay, and then you need to save that one into one register, right? Move r5 comma a. After performing the LSB operation, again you need to save it in one register, right? Move in which register? R4 register, r4 comma a. You need to add the LSBs. 1 2 6 5 are LSBs. 1 2 means r0 with r2. You need to store it in r4. Okay, next MSBs, right? 4 3 8 7. 4 3 means r1 with r3, and store the result in r5. Next, completed. Let's complete it by giving AND. For that, you need to save this program by renaming it as 16b add r dot asm and save it in test path and save. You can observe here the program color has been changed. That means that indicates its program has been saved. Right click on target, options for target, and then you need to create a hex file. Create hex file, click on OK. Next, right click on source group, add existing file. Our program is saved as 16 b add r. Okay, and then click on add. Okay, you can observe here the program file has been added to source group. Next, you need to check for errors. 0 errors, 0 warnings. Good. Next, click on build and click on rebuild. We need to go for execution. Go for debug section and start and stop debug section. And click on OK. Now you need to start executing your program. LSB data will be stored in R4 and MSB data will be stored in R5, right? Let's go for executing our program. Just start executing our program. After executing, okay, execution has been completed. 1265 data will be stored in R4, right? The R4 register contain 86. Next, MSB data 4387, it can be stored in R5. The R5 data is CA. Okay, let's get executed of our program. The answer is 86 and CA. So that wraps up today's tutorial on 16-bit addition by storing the results in R4 and R5 registers by using the 8051 microcontroller Keil Microvision 5. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more practical microcontroller tutorials. Drop any questions in the comments. I will be happy to help you. Thank you everyone.